Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Matt.
I'm Aunt Becky.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Ralph.
I'm Megan.
I'm Mimi.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. Today we're dealing with some rainy weather, which doesn't seem to be slowing the customers down because we've already had a lot of customers today. We are coming up on Mother's Day weekend, so the greenhouses are going to be very, very busy, which means we're going to be very, very busy. Now this rain isn't a shock to us. We knew it was gonna rain like this. That's why we worked so hard to get all our stuff planted. That's why we were working so hard planting cole crops and potatoes, because we knew it was gonna be a lot of rainy weather and that's gonna help those plants. I came up from the greenhouse because Dad got back from the wholesaler, so I was gonna help him unload some stuff. And look who was up here working. How are you doing? Here on the farm, we are going to be dealing with rainy weather all day, which is kind of what we've been expecting. That's why we've been working so hard to get all our cole crops planted, to get all our potatoes planted, to get peas and other things planted, because we knew that we were going to be getting this rain. So it is nice to have a day like this where we know we don't have to be out in the field planting, but we've got plenty of other jobs that need to be taken care of. We just got the eggs collected and we got all the other chickens taken care of. And while I've been doing that, Dad and Daniel have been working on feeding the cattle. They got all the calves, their milk. These guys got their grain. Good morning. Sometimes people will actually get concerned if I don't show the animals every so often. Don't worry, the animals are good. They're always taken care of. I just don't show them because, well, we got other jobs going on. This is every day for us, you know, feeding cattle, taking care of the chickens.
I want to put that belted Galloway out.
We need to move one of the cattle from this pen out into the pastured pen. There's no reason for them to be in there. We don't really need them in there, so we're just running them over. Now you may notice we have a truck in the way over here. We had to move the truck so that we could set up our potato cutter, but now we're finished cutting potatoes, so we've got to put this machine back and then get the truck out of the way. This is where our potato cutter was sitting, in the back corner of our potato storage. And we always have stuff packed as tight as we can so that we have enough room. So when we get the potato cutter out, we have to move a bunch of stuff. So now we're just trying to put everything back in place. This is how you know it's a busy time of the year. Raining, parking lot's still full. Dad got a call that a farmer was here to pick up some seed, so he ran off and I'm just trying to find him. Dad is finishing up with that farmer over there. He got him the seed that he needed. It has not stopped raining. I think the weather has gotten worse. Just doing the daily rounds, walking through the greenhouse. I don't think we're gonna need to water today. Whoever watered yesterday did a really nice job, and well, it's gonna be cloudy all day. And we try not to water too much when we know that there's not gonna be enough sunshine to burn off the excess water, because that could lead to disease. So I'm just walking through, looking at everything. The greenhouses look great. We do have a lot of stuff that we might need to transplant at some time. We got some peppers, we got tomatoes, and then over here we have more peppers, tomatoes, and eggplant. There's always plenty to transplant around here. Alrighty everyone, well, we've had an eventful morning with a lot going on, but now it is lunchtime. And as you can see, Grammy has got lunch on the table. We got sandwiches for lunch, which I'm really excited about. I love sandwiches. We just got finished with lunch and now we're heading down around back. We need to do some seeding this afternoon up in the germination greenhouse, but before we can do that, we have to fill up some trays. Now we are moving on to our second planting of tomatoes and our third planting of peppers. We're trying to get late green bell peppers this year. But the trays we're gonna be filling are these 98 cell trays. See these ones? Normally we seed into the 512s and then transplant into the 98s. But for us, we like to plant right into the 98s. It takes away a lot of the transplanting work that normally we would be doing, but when we do it this way, it saves us a lot of time. You will never believe who showed up for work today. Check it out, Ralph. It's too wet to mow grass, so Ralph is here working with us.
You missed me?
And just like that, we got 80 trays filled up, ready to be seeded. You have a paper I could write the tags?
I lost it. Unbelievable.
My dad, brother, and Ralph are moving a truck around, and I am taking these trays up to the germination greenhouse. I'm also going to try and get some tags written out. I know we need 20 bell pepper, 10 Italianelle, and 5 hot cherry. I'm not sure what else we need, but those are the tags I've got to write out. Don't want to hit the greenhouse. I've seen a guy hit the greenhouse with the truck. It wasn't me. I said I seen a guy. It wasn't me, I promise. Oh, that's pretty slick. Oh, I was gonna just write bell pepper, and now I gotta write a name out?
Yeah.
Oh my word. So the reason why I'm not just writing bell peppers on these tags like I normally would is because this is actually a brand new variety we're trying. Well, new to us. So we're gonna see how it works. And then hopefully we can add this to the group of peppers that we plant. I got all the bell pepper tags written out. Now I also need the Italianelle and the hot cherry pepper. Now we aren't trying a new variety with the Italianelle or the hot cherry pepper, so I can just write Italianelle or hot cherry pepper for those. If anyone was curious, it's about 50 degrees outside and it's 78 in the greenhouse. Things are going well. We got all of our bell peppers seeded. Now we are moving on to hot cherry. We had a little bit of a problem. We thought we had Italianelle or Italian sweet seeds. We didn't.
I'll tell you what the problem is. He's thinking bring scissors up here. Look at this. What is this? How am I supposed to cut stuff?
Ralph needs a job.
Too bad I have one already.
Now a little background information on these hot cherry peppers that we are planting. They have a 91% germination rate and they are a 70-day pepper from transplant. Now that 91% germination rate is something we have to keep an eye on, especially when we're planting into these 98 cell trays. When you plant into 512s, you'll always have extra peppers left over that you can fill in the extra cells that never came up. So we have to be very careful because of that 91% germination rate. We have to watch our peppers closely, and sometimes we'll have to add plants in or take some out if we double seed.
Now we're planting plum tomatoes, Mariana. Ralph, what's the most common plant found around a sewage treatment plant?
I don't know.
The tomato!
Now these Mariana tomatoes are one of two type of plum tomato that we plant out in the field. We do a Mariana tomato and a plum crimson. Now for round tomatoes, we plant 4 different varieties, but for plum, we only plant 2. Now the plum crimson and the Mariana, those are the ones we like the most. Now there's a few reasons why those tomatoes are our favorites. For one, they just seem to do really well in this area where we live. Two, they have a high yield. I mean, we pick so many tomatoes off our plum tomato plants. And three, the fruit or tomatoes that you get off the plants always looks beautiful. And because we don't stake our tomatoes, we like a plant that produces beautiful tomatoes.
You just bumped into me and didn't even say anything. You just like, get out of my way.
Yeah, get out of my way.
I don't think Ralph got enough sleep last night.
I was up thinking about how much fun I was gonna have planting these tomatoes.
See, that's someone who loves their job. That's what we like to hear. So we have a little bit of a problem. Our plate that we have on the seeder right now cannot do pelleted seed. And I don't know if you can see in there, but I have pelleted seed. So what I'm gonna do is transplant this pelleted seed by hand. The variety of tomato I'm seeding right now is called Rambler. Now Rambler is a determinate tomato variety, which means it pushes all of its fruit out at one time or in a small amount of time. That's usually the type of tomatoes we like to grow because of where we live. They won't grow forever due to the cold temperatures. However, the determinate varieties we raise, we really like. They always seem to do well. They push nice fruit. The day on these is anywhere from 68 to 72. So it's not too late of a season tomato. So what we have here is something we've always liked planting. So even though this is a new to us variety, we're looking forward to planting it and seeing how well it does for us. Dad brought something neat up.
You have to go down here.
He brought some, what are these? Black raspberries or blackberries?
Black raspberries.
Black raspberry, oh yeah, I can tell from the thorns on them. But Dad brought up some black raspberries. Are we selling these in the farm market?
No.
Oh, we're planting more black raspberries. So I just had a little bit of a problem. I had those tomatoes that I seeded right here, and I thought they were empty trays that we were dumping out. I dumped out one that was full of tomato seeds. So we tried putting it all back together. Don't know if they're gonna come up, but I only messed up one tray. It'll be fine, it'll be fine.
I didn't have a problem getting them to fit here before, once I actually figured out what I was doing.
Ralph, he's a professional raspberry planter.
Who?
You.
No.
Yeah, that's what you did before you worked here.
No.
Yep. You would plant raspberries on your raspberry farm. That's what your mom told me.
You're a fibber. We put him in between his whole family so he's not lonely. One little guy all by himself.
Can we just call it Ralph?
We just got finished seeding in the germination greenhouse, but someone was down in one of the lower greenhouses transplanting today, so we have to go down and move some stuff and tag some other things. So we're gonna go and take care of that now.
Hey. These scissors Ralph broke, I'm going to put them in his vehicle under his seat. Let's see how long till he finds them.
I know you're thinking it. Andrew, it's gotta be done raining by now. No. And it's not likely gonna stop for a while. I think it's gonna rain all day into tomorrow, and it's gonna rain all day tomorrow as well. For the record, what is souse?
Jelly, it's vinegar and meat, jelly. Isn't it good?
Yeah.
I love it.
I thought it was like stomach or something. We just got the farm market closed up for the day. So I am heading up to the house. Starting to get a little chillier out. It's gonna be a little colder tomorrow. Today was pretty nice besides all the rain. And we made it up to the house, and as you can see, there's no dinner on the table. That's because it's date night. And since it's date night, that means this is where we're going to be ending the video. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.